Welcome to the Brightstar Lifestyle Podcast, where we say yes to joy. Brightstar Lifestyle is in the business of improving life, equipping people with knowledge and skills. We specialize in personal development and guide people and organizations through a life-changing journey. Enjoy! Good day, Bright Stars. Today we have Liana Lourens with us on our podcast. Liana is one of our Brightstar facilitators, and she has been an artist, author, and spiritual motivational speaker for about 30 years. So we are talking about experience and passion. Liana says that her biggest joy is to see how the light starts shining in people's eyes when they experience hope. Thank you, Liana, for being with us today. We are excited about your topic.
Thank you, Amanda. It's such a privilege to be here.
We have a first question that we want to ask you, and that is, what does the expression being true to yourself mean to you?
Well, the stated definition is that being true to yourself means is that you act and you behave in accordance with your values and your beliefs. And if we lived in a world where everyone believed the same things and had the same value systems, it would be so much easier. For we wouldn't be challenged or criticized if we truly spoke and reacted as our hearts directed us. But we live in a society that's so varied and so multi-layered that it's actually becoming more and more a risk to just boldly be who you are and stand for what you truly believe. And there's so many different voices and expectations dictating what we should be and what is accepted by society as being appropriate, that in many instances it drowns out our own convictions and it makes us doubt the valued foundation stones that we have chosen to build our lives upon.
Yeah.
There's this little beautiful children's story about the chameleon. I don't know if you've heard it. Would you like me to share that?
I am very excited. Please share with us this chameleon story.
It is so true to my heart because of my personality and the way I was put together. Sometimes I tend to just change colors throughout the day, moods. And this story really spoke to my heart. This little friend, let's call him our little friend, was living in this garden, this beautiful garden, and he got a little bored because it was just green, blue, gray, the same things every day. And so he started walking, and then he came to the zoo. And the first animal he encountered was the polar bear. And the sun was shining, and he thought, oh, I wish I could shine in the sun like this polar bear. And lo and behold, his wish was granted, and his legs started growing beautiful white fur. And as you can expect, as he was walking through the zoo and meeting all these animals that he's never seen before, with every admiring wish, it was granted. So at the end, he ended up with like beautiful legs like flamingo and flappy ears of the elephant, and you can have this whole string of nice pictures if you do it with children. But after a while, he got hungry. And as you can think, in the zoo, there's this buffet of flies. So food was no problem, but the problem was no matter how he tried, he couldn't catch one. Because either the trunk was in the way or the horns of the antelope was in the way. Everything that was put on him kept him from even doing the basic thing of feeding himself. So after a while, he became very sad and very hungry. And he realized that he hasn't made maybe the best choices for himself. So he decided to say, oh, I wish I was just having my own eyes back and having my own tongue back. and gracefully, his wish was granted, and everything just disappeared, and he was revealed where he was always been. And needless to say, he had a buffet of flies to eat. It's just this little silly story. You'll get it on there's beautiful renditions of it on YouTube if you want to go and have a look. But this story really speaks to my heart, because I need to remind myself every day that every choice I make, every action I take comes with a price, meaning there are consequences to everything I do and everything I do not.
Yeah. Liana, this is amazing, because so many people struggle with exactly this topic. So can you maybe share with us what could be keeping us away from living an authentic life?
I have an easy way to remember things for myself, the things that I have to be wary of that keeps me from living my life authentically. Everybody knows that word, the acronym KFC. Well, the K, firstly, for me is for knowledge. It was a hard day when I realized that it is possible for someone not to know themselves. That it's totally possible that somebody can go through life never having discovered this wondrous, incredible being they are. And not knowing yourself makes you almost like a homeless wanderer carrying around this bag of gold, but it's worth nothing to you because you haven't made the effort to find the zipper. We may be ignorant of the possibilities that's within us because we might be too complacent. For knowing of yourself takes effort, it takes time, and it takes care. You have to be willing to sacrifice those for what you want. So that's the K. And then we get to the F. Now, feelings is something that sometimes takes over my whole life, because a lack of emotional control can have a huge influence on our ability to present ourselves truly to the world around us. I might fear rejection. I might fear that people won't accept me if I really stand on my principles, and especially if those differ from the majority around me. I might risk being ridiculed or left out, or as they say nowadays, being cancelled. I've fallen in that trap more than once, and I find myself losing focus of what's really important to me. So sometimes even to a point that I doubt my own strength and the strength of my convictions. And I have to be willing to acknowledge my struggles, and I have to be willing to face those fears. So that is, we came to knowledge, and we came to feelings. And then the third thing that really can keep me away from living authentically is my character. And that is one of the most challenging parts of myself that I need to address. Character is that truest part of myself that I cannot disguise. I cannot hide it from the light. Therefore, testing your own character is a very difficult challenge. If I want to live my life true to myself, I must be willing to fully be truthful with myself about myself. Let's say if I hold a garment to the light, you can see every little dark spot, every weak spot that needs mending, every little tear, every little snag. You can hide nothing from the light. And if I want to be truthfully true to myself, I have to be willing not only to celebrate my strengths and the beauty and the wonder that has been placed within me, but also allow introspection and searching for where my character might need a little mending and a little healing. So that's my KFC. the knowledge, your emotions, and your character. And if I am weary about those, it really helps me to keep me on the way of being just who I am.
Yeah. Well, you are giving us a new acronym for KFC. So whenever we see the sign or smell the KFC, we will think about knowledge, feelings, and character. Thank you so much. You already used the phrase with paying the price. What do you mean by saying, am I willing to pay the price?
I believe that everything that is worth anything costs something. I want to repeat that.
Maybe you can say that again. Maybe you can say that again.
Everything that is worth anything costs something. I have the right to live my life the way I want to. I have the right to make my own choices in life, as long as I'm willing to take the responsibility and own up to the consequences of those actions and those choices. Jordan Peterson, I enjoy him so much listening to him, but he says that everything we do and everything we do not do has a price to pay. What that means is we do not get the option or the choice of not paying. We only have the choice of what we pay for. Maybe I can put it like this, that choosing to be your authentic self is a risk. Stating my truth makes me vulnerable. It opens me up to the possibilities of other people to judge me or to criticize me or to ridicule me. But it also gives me the advantage of growing through this adversity. Feedback can shape your resilience. If you wisely sift through feedback and refine it, it becomes the very nutrients you might need to grow in your personal development. And it results in maybe the next time I do something, I will hopefully do it a little better, or I will act with a little greater wisdom, or I will apply myself with being more admirable. But hopefully, as it was said of Jesus when he was a child, it says that he grew in wisdom and in favor with the people. So that is what I love about being resilient with the feedback that I get.
Yeah, Liana, this is so inspiring. I think we must end our conversation, but I know that there's a last word that you would have on your heart concerning this topic of being true to yourself.
Well, Scott Peck starts his book, The Road Less Traveled, with the words, "Life is difficult." And it might seem a little demotivating, but life will be difficult either way. There will be a price to pay for whatever we choose. And wouldn't I rather choose to pursue being true to myself and being true to my beliefs and values than being chased by the ideas and the expectations of others? But to be able to do so, I have to be willing to face the light and the shadows from within. And to be, again, really truthful to myself. I must be truthful with myself, about myself. For that truth sets me free to experience joy. And from that joy, I derive my power and my energy and my strength to face each day. So just like that little chameleon, I might adapt to my circumstances without compromising the essence of what I believe and value. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, Liana, your authenticity really was speaking from your words. Thank you so much. If anyone would like to contact Liana, you are welcome to go to her Facebook page, Liana Lourens, and for all of us, we would like to say during this day, let's say yes to joy.
Thank you for joining us today. You can visit us at www.brightstarlifestyle.co.za. Keep on shining.